How we doing, guys? And it is official. Eberechi Eze is an Arsenal player. And I'll tell you something, about a week or so ago, I did not think that I would be saying this because it looked like he was going to be going to Spurs. And then at the last minute, Arsenal stepped in and said, move yourselves out of the way. Thank you for doing all the dog work. Thank you for doing all the negotiating process with Steve Parish and Crystal Palace. We will take over from here. Know your place in the food chain, move yourself out of the way, and we will take over from here. And as I said all along, if there was the choice between Arsenal and Spurs, then Eze is only choosing Arsenal. He would choose them today, tomorrow, next week, next year. It's that simple. Spurs had a free run at it, and they blew it. Daniel Levy, Diverin. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot for that. But listen, let's be serious about this for 1 second. Arsenal didn't just manoeuvre this at the last minute and go and get it all done in the space of an hour. Arsenal have been doing a lot of work on this over the last month or so. And even a week or so ago, Arsenal was still there or thereabouts. Knew what they needed to do, but they literally said, we're not getting into a bidding war. Let Tottenham go and do all of the dog work. Let them go and do the negotiating and everything. And then we'll see what Crystal Palace are going to accept. Now the release clause has expired. And we can let them do all of that, knowing full well that we will then step in at the last minute and we will take the player away from Spurs because we already know he is going to choose Arsenal. Why is he going to choose Arsenal? Because he's an Arsenal boy. He's an Arsenal fan. He started out at Arsenal in their academy. He was released at 13 years old. He's made videos, spoke on it, said about how it's been his dream. He was gutted. He was in tears when we released him, and he's gone full circle. And it just shows the amount of youngsters that get released by academies and they never go on to make it, whether it's because they're just so disheartened by the knockbacks or they just haven't got the ability to step to that higher level. Who knows? But there's so many that just fall to the wayside. Eze did not do that. He worked hard. He grafted. And he finally made his name where everybody started to take notice at QPR. And then he moves from there to Crystal Palace. And now, full circle moment. He's going back to Arsenal. He's getting the opportunity to fulfill his dreams. It must be such an unbelievable feeling, such a proud feeling. It's like me growing up as a youngster, as an Arsenal fan, being in the academy, being told that I'm being released, being heartbroken, and then over 10 years later, you're signing for the club you love. Oh, what a moment, what a story. And the fact that we were able to go and do what we did to Spurs in the process just makes it even sweeter. You know, we don't even have to make compilation videos of Eberechi Eze because Spurs fans have done it for us. Let it all work out. You mugs. Like I said, know your place in the food chain. You're way down there. You're absolutely nowhere near Arsenal Football Club. You absolute swamp dwellers. Get in the bin. Bye-bye. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, we've got a game changer. Such a good player. Somebody that's going to get you off your seat. Somebody that's unpredictable. Somebody that can do something out of nowhere. Somebody that can open up those low blocks. Somebody that can take a free kick as well. We finally got a free kick taker. And I know that might sound mad because the last free kicks we had was Declan Rice against Real Madrid and they weren't bad, were they? But, you know, we've got somebody that knows, like we've been moaning about it for so long. Take the Declan Rice ones out of the equation for a second here. We've always had a problem with free kicks. Okay, so we've got somebody that can do that. But we've got such an unbelievable player. And like I said, he's a maverick is probably the best way of describing him. It's just unpredictability, that natural ability to just do things at the drop of a hat and just, you know, be able to open up doors where others can't. And it's such a good signing. Such a good signing. You look at his statistics. the games he plays, had a really bad injury quite a few years ago and come back from that. And you think of his statistics Premier League wise over the last 3 seasons: 38 games, 27 games, 34 games, 8 goals, 8 assists last season in the Premier League and everything else. Season before, 11 goals, 4 assists. And he's going to be going into a team, with all due respect to Crystal Palace, that are levels above, that play football levels above, with players that are levels above. So don't worry about whether he's an out-and-out left-sided player, whether he can play the 10, the 8, or this. Arsenal are changing their style, and they're doing it for a reason. And he's going to fit into that system and what we're looking to do. And like I said, he's a ceiling raiser. At the end of the day, he's just going to raise everybody's levels. And I'm so, so happy he is an Arsenal player at the end of the day. And it's not just because of the whole Hale End connection and everything else. And it's not just because we were able to hijack the move to Spurs and mug them off in the process. It was just the simple fact that he is an unbelievable footballer. And you want unbelievable footballers at your club. You want game changers. You want players that are going to get you off your seat. And this is one signing where I think the whole entire fan base is unanimous in their thoughts about it. Everybody is happy. Everybody is buzzing about the signing. Everybody can't wait to see him in an Arsenal shirt and playing. And that's very rare. You normally always got some that have question marks. You know, even with the Gyökeres signing, there were question marks. Should we have got Sesko, and there's this and that. And this one is unanimous. Everybody is in full agreement that Eberechi Eze is an unbelievable player, and they are over the moon that he plays for this football club now. And listen, if you don't know already, he's even got a mural up outside the Emirates, and the tunnel just outside the Emirates where all the paintings have gone up and everything of players. One's already gone up of Eze. Listen, it's lovely, isn't it? At the end of the day, like I said, we've mugged Spurs off in the process, put them back in their box, and we've gone and got ourselves an unbelievable footballer in the process. And I am absolutely buzzing about it. I can't wait to see him in the shirt, playing and just representing this football club. I really can't. I'm really excited about it. So, Eberechi Eze, welcome to the Arsenal. It's as simple as that. So let me know what you think of the signing. I think I know what everyone's going to say, Arsenal fans, because it's unanimous. What a signing. And of course, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.